All right, all right. Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Getting Real in the Field. And this is the show where we talk about all the things that you hate to do, which is following up, making phone calls, talking to people, texting, emailing, setting up those pesky little drip campaigns, and all of those fun things that you need to do to get the fortune in the follow up. And I am your host, JP Fluellen, and this is the amazing, heroic, and also studious Keck Tay.
Wow, studious too. I like that.
Yes.
Wow.
Very studious today.
Okay, my esteemed co-host,
Yeah.
JP. Okay, well, so hey, JP, thanks for the intro. For our audience, we're super thrilled to have you guys tuning in today. I mean, in today's episode, we talked about this, and we're going to deep dive into the mindset of a successful real estate agent. So, as we all know, right, success in the industry goes far beyond buying and selling properties. It's about having the right mindset to overcome challenges, building relationships, and achieving your goals.
Absolutely, Keck. So let's dive right in with our first key point, which
Okay.
is you have got to believe in yourself. Don't be like Journey and don't stop believing. Continue believing in yourself. Because real estate is very tough and it's a very competitive field. There's so many of us out there, but having confidence in what you're able to do and being consistent is going to help you sell properties. And not only are you selling properties, but you're selling yourself as a trustworthy and compatible professional. So trust your knowledge and expertise. And you know what? Others will follow suit.
That's right. Okay. Speaking of trust, I think that, one of the other point that kind of build on top of it, it's about building and maintaining relationships, right? Because, as you talk about the trust piece and trusting yourself and building that trust with other people is built by relationships. And so the most successful relationships, if you ever think about this, right, they understand the importance of nurturing their network and just creating like lasting connections. So, I would recommend that when you talk to people, you meet with them, be genuine, listen actively, and just show empathy to your clients, right? You know, I mean, the bottom line is really, real estate is a people business, and those relationships leads to referrals and repeat business. And so you got to build on that relationship.
Absolutely. So, the third point I want to, hammer home here is that, agents have to have a growth mindset.
Yeah, I
And
agree.
I see this all the time where agents get into business, they think that everything is just going to fall in their lap, and they just think that it's just going to, just be, like a regular job, and it's not. And so if you don't have a growth mindset and learn to have self improvement, that's the big thing right now is like, thinking about like, what does it take mentally in order to become a successful real estate agent? And a lot of agents just don't think about it from the perspective of what I have to do. They always think about what have you done for me lately? Like that's their attitude about everything. Or
I
what,
agree.
how is the brokerage going to make me, be successful? And at the end of the day, you're the one that has to seek out the knowledge. You're the one that has to get out there and find out what people are doing outside of your area. So like going to conferences and finding professional development opportunities in order to hone your skills to be a better agent, be better. They I heard I think it was Alex Harmozy said, like, well, how do you be better? And he's like, do better. Like that's it. Like just do better.
Yeah.
Better.
It sounds simple, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Too
but
simple.
like people overcomplicate this stuff, and it's literally just like you've got to have a growth mindset, and you've got to be the best you can be, and literally just do better. So
Yeah, no, I mean, that's a really good point. And I would say, kind of tagging on top of that really is like, you know, not only having that growth mindset, but to be able to stay focused and disciplined, because there will be many times when you'll get distracted, you have setbacks and stuff like that, but you got to pick yourself up, right? And I will say that, as real estate agents, you're having to wear many hats, and it's easy to get overwhelmed. I mean, like overwhelmed with a lot of things to do. You got to not only take clients out, you got to network and meet up for coffee. You got to stay on top of things with the industry, like you talked about. So you got a lot of things to do, and then and it is like it bleeds over to the weekends when you have to show homes and stuff like that, right? Or evenings with your family time. You will get overwhelmed. And I think that it's super important to stay organized, setting very clear goals for yourself, and then prioritizing your time, because otherwise you will get burnout, right? And you can get easily distracted. And and I've seen many agents do this, where they don't prioritize and they don't kind of see, and they don't take care of themselves. They will get burnout. And also, at the end of the day, they have nothing to show for, because, oh, I met with someone for coffee, I did this, and oh, I got distracted by phone calls. What did I do today? I'm not sure, right? So staying focused and being disciplined, and having a list of priorities to work on.
yeah, that is spot on. And one of the things that agents continue to get caught up in, this idea that they have to do everything, and then they get burnt out. You're working from, getting up 9 o'clock in the morning, you're looking at your phone, you're starting to answer text messages the first thing you do when you pop out of bed, and instead of like taking care of yourself, all you're doing is you're putting out fires, you're taking care of your business. Because the definition of success in real estate as an agent is, oh, my phone is ringing and I'm getting text messages, so therefore I'm being busy. So by being busy, I'm successful. And so if I continue to babysit all my paperwork, babysit all of my deals, making sure that it closes on time, and I do all the work myself, that is the definition of success. But the definition really is being successful in all areas. And being successful in all areas, that also includes being successful in yourself and how you take care of yourself as well. So if you don't take your vitamins, you don't exercise, you don't take a shower on a regular basis, not that there does that, but there are people that don't necessarily have the same level of self-care, that maybe you should care about yourself enough to have more self-care. And it's important to also get enough sleep. It's also important to have a good morning routine, because we only have 1 24 hours, and the best way to get more time into your 24 hours is just to get up earlier. And there's a really good book out there by Hal Elrod called The Miracle Morning, where it's an acronym called SAVERS, which is silence, affirmations, visualization, exercise, reading, and then the last one is kind of a stretch, but it's scribing or journaling. So it's SAVERS. So if you just do those things, and the idea is you do each one of those for 10 minutes, and then you've got an hour. And I don't know anybody that exercises for 10 minutes, but apparently there's an app out there, that the 7-minute exercise. So if you stretch for 3 minutes and you work out for 7, then you got your 10 minutes. So there you go.
Okay.
So, but that's a good way to stay healthy, stay balanced. There's actually some studies out there that have shown that if you tell yourself that you are, that you tell yourself to like, you're going to heal faster, things like that, then actually your body tends to react to the things that you tell it. And it gives, and then more people are more happy, because you're telling yourself things that are lifting you up. And people have actually stopped smoking, stopped drinking, lost weight, and all these things, because you've told yourself that you are already these things through your affirmations. And then just consciously, you're kind of fulfilling these things throughout the day. So it's pretty amazing if you just really focus on the things that you can do to be the best version of yourself.
Yeah.
And you just naturally start to become that person, even though you may not physically look that way. But eventually, just because you've told yourself enough times, I'm good enough, as the old Saturday Night Live, guy, what is it? Guy,
Oh,
you know,
Smiley.
yeah, I'm good enough. I'm smart enough. And gosh darn it, people like me, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. No, totally. Okay. Well, hey, I almost forgot, and that's a really good point, but I almost forgot. Earlier I talked about, you being disciplined, right? And prioritizing your time. I think, related to this is also about perseverance and resilience too. I think that, if they go hand in hand, right? Being disciplined, and going with and tying it to perseverance and resilience is because, as a real estate agent, you're going to, like life, your journey is going to be filled with ups and downs. Don't let anybody tell you, oh yeah, my life is great. And as a real estate agent, always is the case. No such thing. And they're probably lying to you. Right. You will always have, I guarantee it, any agent, successful or not, will always have their ups and downs. And the most successful agents are the ones who understand the setbacks are just stepping stones to success, really. And if you persevere, you keep pushing forward, like Dory would say to you, right? In Finding Nemo, keep moving forward, and learn from your mistakes and stay resilient. Don't give up, because remember, every no brings you closer to a yes. Right?
Absolutely. Absolutely, Keck. And, that brings us to the end of our episode on cultivating a successful mindset. So remember, having confidence in yourself helps you build your relationships, embrace growth, staying focused, practicing self-care, and cultivating resilience are all crucial elements of achieving long-term success in this business.
Yep, for sure. And for all of you, I hope that you would take these key points of cultivating and creating a successful mindset is super important for you day to day, especially in this market where it's not always. I'm hearing from a lot of agents where they're working twice as hard this year than previous years to kind of maintain status quo. Right? Don't give up. Keep moving forward. And I hope that give us share with us your feedback. If there's any other tips that that we've missed and you want to share, put it on the comments down below and let us know. And let us know your thoughts. Let us know your thoughts by putting your comments, and see what helps you to become successful as an agent, especially when you hit the rough spots.
100%. So if you like this episode, smash that like, hit the subscribe button, and save this episode if you really need a little bit uplifting in your mindset today, because we're rooting for you, even though others may not be, because it's all about perseverance and staying in the game.
That's right.
So people want to know more about what's going on in your world, Keck. How can people get a hold of you?
Well, they can check us out on our website at fieldnotes.ai, or if they want to reach out to me directly, they can reach out to me. My phone number is 425-740-0260. And you, JP?
Perfect. If you want to just get a hold of me and find out what's going on over here at Real, just text me 307-772-1184. Text the word Real. I'd be happy to have a conversation about how we can help you get in the right mindset to make more money, be happy, and don't worry in 2023. Catch you guys on the next episode. Peace.